Hey everyone, my name is Michelle and I'm a member of KBM Dance. And today for this video, I'm going to be going over what we're going to be teaching for our fall quarter auditions for the 2020 to 2021 school year. And the audition piece is going to be ITZY's Not Shy, mainly the chorus as well as a few counts before the chorus. So if you want more details about our audition, details are in the description, or you can go to our Facebook page at KBM Dance. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've divided up the audition piece into 3 parts, and we're going to start by learning part 1 right now, which begins with the 8 counts that happen right before the chorus starts. So the first step we're going to do is you're going to take your right hand, put it towards your left shoulder, as well as take a step forward with your left leg. Let's count 1, and on and you're going to take your hand, put it down to your side into a fist. So this is going to be 1 and. On 2, you're going to do the same thing but on the opposite side. 2 and. On 3, you're going to put your feet together and cross your arms across your body. This is 3, and on and you're going to separate it, as well as pop your right leg in order to lean onto your left hip. And that's a prep that you're going to do for count 4 and. On 4, you're going to bring your fist down sharply, and then you're going to move your hip in a clockwise rotation. And you're going to notice that naturally as you rotate your hip, your chest is going to move in a counterclockwise position. So if we start from the top, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so on 5, what we're going to do is you're going to jump out to more than shoulder width apart, and your toes are going to face outward. You're going to squat down into this position. You're also going to take your hands, put one hand on top of the other and cover your mouth. This is count 5. On and, you're going to separate your hands a little and then bring it back in. So you're going to jump out 5 and on 6, you're going to separate it completely into fists on either side of your face. On count and 7, you're going to open up your hand and bring your fingers in, starting from your pinky to your thumb. So, and 7. On and, what you're going to do is you're going to jump together, put your feet together, and you're going to take your hands and you're going to have your palms faced forward. This is count and. On 8 and, you're going to close it and open. And notice that as I'm closing, I'm putting my head and rotating my head slightly towards the right, and then on and, I'm bringing it back forward. Okay, so once you're here, what you're going to do is you're going to take your arms and you're going to cross it down in front of your body, take a step forward with your left leg, have a slight body roll forward, and bring your hands all the way up here to a V position. Once you're here, you're going to take your arms and you're going to bend your elbows into your side, and as you do that, at the same time, you're going to have your head look towards the left, and you're going to rock back onto your right leg. So then it goes, count 2. So from here, you're going to go 1 and 2. On and, you're going to put your left leg down, put your left hand to your side, and open up your right hand. And this is a prep for counts 3 and 4. Counts 3 and 4 are going to be the same exact move. What you're going to do is you're going to close your hand and open, close, open. As you do that, you're going to rock back to your right leg, forward, and back. Okay, so this is count 3 and 4. And as you do count 3 and 4, what you're going to do is you're going to have your shoulder move forward and back, forward and back. So 3 and 4. On count 5, you're going to put your left leg down, and you're going to take your right leg and step so that your legs are parallel with one another. And you're going to put your right hand into an OK sign. So counts 5, 6, and 7, your hand is the same exact movement. You're going to bring it forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And at the same time, what you're going to do with your leg is you're going to step here so your legs are parallel with one another. And then you're going to step to a 45-degree angle and then a 90-degree angle. And now some of the members actually add a chest rotation counterclockwise as they do this move. Except, I mean, you guys can do whatever is comfortable with you guys. You can add the rotation or you cannot add the rotation. So 5, 6, 7. Okay, on 8, you're gonna punch down and step back with your right leg. Punch down to the opposite side with your right hand. This is 8. You're gonna come up slightly and rotate your body forward, as well as bring your left hand, put it across your torso, and you're gonna start by slightly lifting up your right hand. So this is 8, E, and on and, you're gonna take your right elbow and rest it onto your left palm, and then have your right hand still in a fist here. Okay? So that's the end of part 1, and let's just do the entire thing with counts. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, E, and. So for part 2, we're going to start here. We ended in this position right here. What you're going to do is you're going to take your wrist, rotate it outwards 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And as you do that, you're going to have a little neck isolation that goes towards the left side at the same time. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for count 1, you're going to be doing this same move, but for counts 2 and 3, a little variation is that you're going to have your left knee come inwards. And it's going to come back up and then come back down. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, from this position, you're going to have your knees point outwards, and you're going to take your body, lean it slightly towards the left, and take your hands, you're going to flick it out this way. So this is count 4. On and, you're going to do the same thing, but on the right side, and have your knees face inwards this time. And. Okay, so 4, and. Okay, on count 5, you're going to take a step back with your left leg, and then on 6, you're going to come back up and take a step back with your right leg. But what your hands are going to do is from here, you've flipped here, you're going to take your left palm, and you're going to bring it back as you step back with your left leg. As you come up to step on 6, so this is count and, your hands are going to exchange back, 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 until you step back onto your right leg and your right palm is back at your right shoulder. So 4 and 5 and 6. Notice that on count 6, I'm standing up completely straight now. So on count and, you're going to lean forward and have your hands into a fist at around your shin level. And what they're going to do is they're going to swipe for count 7 and 8 and. They're going to sweep left, right, as your body moves upward slowly. And they should end at around shoulder level. So what your feet are going to do for those 7 and 8 and counts is that they're going to go towards the left, tap, right, tap, left, tap, right, tap. So they're going to sweep in the same direction that your hand moves. Okay, ready? So 7 and 8 and. And then you're going to do this quickly, straight after and. You're going to put your feet together and put your hands into a fist. Okay, so now on count 1, you're going to open up your hands and you're going to move it downward slowly from your face down to around your shoulder. And what you're going to do at the same time is you're going to do 3 counterclockwise chest rotations. 1, 2, 3. So those are the first 3 counts. On count 4, you're going to step out with your right leg. You're going to take your hands and cross them one on top of the other where your wrists are, and have your head lean slightly towards the left. This is count 4. On and, you're going to separate it out, have your body face forward. On count 5, you're going to take your hands, you're going to have your palms face the front, bend your elbows slightly, and at the same time, you're going to take your right leg and step forward here. So, for counts 5, 6, and 7, once you're in this position, what your feet are going to do is the same thing. You're going to rock forward and back, forward and back. So your hands are like this. For counts 5 and 6, once you're in this position, you're gonna add 2 counterclockwise chest rotations, as well as have your head lean slightly towards the left. This counts 5, 6, and on 7, you're still gonna rock forward and back with your feet, but what your arms are gonna do is you're gonna have your elbows bend, put your hands into a fist, you're gonna rotate your head down from the right and up on the left. Okay, so you got 4 and 5, 6, 7. On 8, what you're going to do is a repetition of what we've already done before. You're going to step out with your right leg and punch down with your right hand. So this is 8, E, and. And that's the end of part 2. So let's do all of part 2 with counts now. Okay, start. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, E, and. And that's the end of part 2. So we made it to the very last part, which is part 3. You ended up in this position. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your right hand that's in a fist, you're going to open it up, close it over your mouth, and then open it back up. So that's count 1 and. On counts 2 and 3 and 4 and, your legs are going to be doing the same exact thing. You're going to alternate from leaning onto your right hip to the left, right, left, right, left. Okay, so what your arms are going to do at this point is count 1 and. On count 2, as you lean towards your right hip, your right hand is going to punch down towards the left side, and your head is going to lean towards the right. That's count 2. On count and 3, as you switch your hips, your right arm is going to come up. Eventually, at the very end, it's going to rest at your side. So you're just making this movement up to here. Okay? So from here, 1 and 2 and 3. Notice that at count 3, my right arm still hasn't rested at my side. It doesn't get there until count and, the next count, when you take your left hand and punch it down to the opposite side here. This is count and. You notice how my left arm is punching to the opposite side, I'm on my left hip, and my head is leaning towards the left. And also my right hand is finally at my side. This count and. On count 4, bring it up, and. Okay? So we start from here. Count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice that my left arm stops right in front of my body. It doesn't come to my side. It stops right here. Okay, on count 5 and, you're going to switch over to your right side, or you're onto your right hip, and you're going to tap with your left leg. Okay, this is 5 and. What your arms are going to do, your arm is going to come up, your right arm is going to come up, you're going to rotate at the elbows, and then come to rest together like this. Okay? So from here, it's going to be 5 and. So if you just focus on the arms, your arms are right here. You're going to rotate at the elbows. One goes up, one goes down, and they come together like this. Okay? So from here, going up, and here. On count 6 and, you're going to do the same thing, but towards the opposite side. 6 and. On count 7, your legs are going to go into the neutral position with your knees facing forward into the squat. And your arms, which were here, are going to come into a box position like this. So this is 7. On count and, you're going to jump together like we did before. Have your palms facing forward. This is count and then 8 and. You're going to close and then open back up like we did before. Okay? So that's the end of part 3. And let's just do all of part 3 with counts first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. And now that's the end of the audition piece. Okay, so let's just try the entire audition piece with counts first before we move on to adding it with music, okay? So let's get ready. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and. Okay, so now let's try it with music. 75% speed and then 100% speed.
말해봐 다 어서 다 cause I'm not shy Not shy not empty 난다 모르겠다 Not shy not shy not me Give me da 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 Not shy not me empty 난다 모르겠다 Not shy not shy not me 너를 원해 뭐어때 cause I'm not shy 앞으로 자유니까 말해봐 다 어서 다 cause I'm not shy Not shy not me 난다 모르겠다 Not shy not shy not me Give me da 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 Not shy not me 난다 모르겠다 Not shy not shy not me 너를 원해 뭐어때 cause I'm not shy
Okay, so that's everything, guys. Thanks for learning with me and good luck at the audition.